You mentioned that you read.
Yes.
So what are you reading currently?
I'm actually reading a very lovely biography. It's Jackie Chan's biography.
Oh, Jackie Chan.
I'm reading Jackie Chan's biography. He's wonderful. He's very humble and he's very low key about his successes,
Mm-hmm.
but he's also one of the biggest risk takers I think I've ever thought that anyone could be.
Yeah.
He does all his stunts. Everyone thinks he's very like he's crazy when he does them, and he executes them mostly flawlessly. So I think that it's a fun book to read.
I
Yes,
watched Jackie Chan at when I was young as well.
yes.
If you were to tell a woman right now to read 5 books that would change their mind in one way or another, what would these books be?
So I think one of the books that's inspired me a lot and it's changed my mind as well, growing up and perspectives is Stephen Covey's book, which basically goes into the habits of highly effective people.
Yes.
It actually has this amazing illustration that I had to stare at for several minutes, which was like, if you look at it in one way, it's an old lady.
Yeah.
And if you look at it in another way, it's like a very beautiful, fashionable young woman.
Mm-hmm.
And it basically just goes to show how different a perspective can be, just from the way you look at it. So, and not even changing your mood, but just changing your eye.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a very good lesson, and we should all learn to look at things from different perspectives. It builds tolerance, it builds efficiency, and it's a great habit. Another one that has really changed my life for the better is from an author called Malcolm Gladwell, called Freakonomics, and another one simultaneously should read exactly at the same time.
Yeah.
It's called Outliers.
Okay.
So Outliers talks about how we always used to take the average of everything. So for example, if I want to come to the conclusion about, like, say, a certain city, like let's say I'm talking about Paris. On average, when someone thinks of Paris, they think of this incredible, beautiful, fashionable, cool city that has a lot of art and history.
Yeah.
So Malcolm Gladwell in that book would take the outlier of that average,
Yeah.
the two outliers, the two extremes, and he would connect them to how those extremes are actually the most relevant in that case. So again, it kind of makes you think of things very differently, that, oh, have I just been taking the average of every let's say scientific experiment, or it's every thought process in my life? Have I not been considering all these outliers?
Yes.
So I think that's very good to read, because instead of jumping to conclusions, you think of them much
Much deeper.
differently. Yes.
Yeah.
I loved The Alchemist. It's
Yeah. It's quite popular. I've not read it yet.
Paulo Coelho is a good
Yeah.
one. Is very inspirational as a young adult, or whatever, as an adult just, or as a child reading that book. That it gives you a lot of hope, and I think hope is very important. And no matter what age you are, no matter what kind of part of life you're in as well. And there's a book. It's actually a very interesting book. I used to volunteer with special needs kids when I was younger, and we used to play after school. And then I did a project for them as I grew up, like the senior directed project. And there was this great book. I'm just trying to think the name. It was something about a dog. The title had a dog in it, and it actually became a play in the West End later on, and it goes into the mind of an autistic teenager or a child that's obviously, they tend to be extremely intelligent.
Yes.
And it just shows how he perceives people and animals and stuff that are trying to talk to him and coming towards his life. But how he perceives it is so different than what we would think he's perceiving it as. So sometimes, like they would see things as a like a lot of emotional influx, whereas we would just see it as a normal person talking to another person.
Yeah.
So I love that book. It was great for emotional building your EQ, and also kind of understanding a different perspective as well.
Lovely.
Yes.
That one we'll have to figure out. Which one is it you're talking?
Yes, I'm going to think of the name for
Maybe
sure.
we can ask ChatGPT.
Yes.
Can tell
Lastly,
ChatGPT to describe it.
100%. Lastly, I was deeply inspired by The Great Gatsby.
I
think The Great Gatsby is very interesting because of so many different themes. But the last quote I'll never forget of Scott Fitzgerald. It was when the main character was kayaking away from Daisy, who's the other main character.
Yeah.
And he says, "So we beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past." And it's a tragic story about someone who couldn't move on into the future, just couldn't get over the past. And I think as a woman or as a man or etc., if one learns from that quote, from that book, one should know that something is unhealthy, let go and move forward. Yes.
Yeah,
move
especially
forward.
the past.
Yes.
We can never change it, sadly.
Yes.
It's happened, it happened. So, speaking about entrepreneurship, a lot of people glamorize entrepreneurship. Tell us, is it really as glamorous as they show it? Or you have days you wake up and say, oh my God, I don't want to do this anymore.
I just want to set this straight. Entrepreneurship is the least glamorous modern trend that anyone has ever. I don't even know why it became glamorous. Maybe because it's flexible, but I have to say, if I ever speak to someone who's deciding between career opportunities and things like that, I always tell them, if you have a job and if you have a great job or if you have the potential for a great job, please do it, because this is not the thing is about having your own things going on, or then there is really no off switch, Whereas if you are having the luxury of working for someone else or something else, the minute you leave your work, it's kind of like, okay, now you can go into your personal life and you can focus on your wellness or whatever it is, There's literally no off switch. And also, I wrote a article about this, like a story. When you have a success in entrepreneurship, it's so it's such a rush. It's such an adrenaline rush. But when you have a failure, it is the worst low that one can experience. So I don't think that it's meant for everyone. It's not glamorous, and one should think twice before doing it. 3 times, actually. Yes.
So tell us about your future projects. What are you looking forward to? What exciting things are coming up for you?
Now, so I started a fashion line about 5 years ago because I was frustrated from what I couldn't find in the stores and what I saw in the stores. And I think, it's been a lovely journey, a very creative one as well. So coming up soon will be the new collections. Now some new pieces are already launched, and in the future, of course, in the near future, we're going to now look at our new styles, our new drops. So apart from that, from the advisory side, we're finally debuting our new website very soon. So as I was saying earlier, I've put everything else as a priority and everyone else except our own website. And it's been a bit of a very, how do I say, like a very tough project to navigate, because a lot of the work we do is like highly confidential. And when you're not able to put your own projects online, about like what you're working on or who you're working with, it kind of, you kind of are thinking, okay, I'll do it later. I'll do it in the future. I'll do it in the future. Now we've come to the stage where there's enough, not that confidential projects. And also we've developed several new solutions, which I'm very excited about, including ranking of something called Repute IQ, where one can rank their reputation online and also work on it. And there's also so much more thought leadership on the website. And, after so many years, it's been 12 years now, that we are able to present, an accurate way of what we're actually kind of doing is that's very exciting. So that's great.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I think more than ever, people, entities are needing to really express what they do, who they are, in a accurate and in a very positive light.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to doing that more so now.
Yeah.
And also from the family's side, we've actually 2 years ago launched a new skincare line. It was like a skincare manufacturing and distribution company called Glow My Life,
Mm-hmm.
where we started with distributing Korean and French well-known brands
Yeah.
around the region. And now we actually started our own brand called Glow My Life, and it's manufactured right here in the UAE, but the formulations are in France.
Mm-hmm.
So the chemists are based there, and they've done some really interesting products. We have 150 products, and it's now fully distributed on the stores, but also in on noon.com as of two weeks ago. And I'm excited about that because although it's a mass market product, in terms of quality and in terms of packaging, it really puts forward a kind of luxury and very creative items. Like we have everything like oud flavored shower gels to like, we have male skincare stuff too, like beard oils, and it's a very good looking range of products which are barely retailing for what they look. So
Yeah.
it's nice that that access is on the market now, basically.
Speaking about skincare, tell us 3 products that you never miss in your skincare
Honestly, my
ritual.
skincare is very it's very try to be au natural. And of course, I'm using one of our Glow My Life's facial washes
Yeah.
on a day-to-day basis. I like I can fall for great looking items and great smelling items, but if they hurt the skin, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So I use like rose water every day just to cool it down. I love my Evian facial mists, and then there's this wonderful eye cream from La Mer that I think is revolutionary, of course, always. Yes.
You gave us your beauty secret.
Yes, of
And when it
course.
comes to makeup, what do you think would complete if you don't want to put a full makeup?
Right.
What is that one thing you would say, this one will take me throughout the day?
I think it's nice to always have like a good like it's makeup. It's you have to think like, what is the effect that shall be made?
Yeah.
Is it? And I think always, which can never go wrong, is bright, glowy, and happy. So like a bit of like blush, like on the cheeks, or even just a bit of like mascara to just make everything
The
a bit more.
eyes come
Yes,
out.
and then on the lips, just going a bit light. I always like to go light, or a bit of gloss always goes a long way. I think. Yes.
Simple.
Simple.
Very
simple.
simple.
Simple. Yes. Yes.
Give us your very last word for someone that is watching, especially a woman, young, maybe mid-age or even older.
Yes. No, I think women are so interesting. Not saying because of myself, but because I have seen, how, especially beyond foreign, but also Emirati, really drive their households so forward, really are the backbone of the families, and are able to micromanage and manage so many different things in one day, while also thinking about their wellness and things like that. So I think one important thing to say, apart from all of that, is maybe just release any idea of expectations. I think releasing expectations completely and being truly just in a state of self-acceptance
Yeah.
is definitely something that all women should strive to achieve. Never ever think of beauty norms. Never think of beauty norms. Try to work on your own magic and
Yeah.
bring it out. You know, everything that's social media oriented is just going to be a trend very soon. And it is a trend, you know,
And
and
it's
there's
gonna
no need to
die.
follow a trend.
Yeah.
Just make your own inner trend. That's the best thing.
Social media trends come and quickly they die. And
Yes, yes. I think make your own inner trend, take your own beauty into account, and you know, at the end of the day, energy flows much more than tangible assets. You know,
True.
so go forward and build your energy to the best it can be.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
It was
much.
lovely sitting with you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you so
Thank
much.
you.